A 35-year-old gorilla named Makokou at the Johannesburg Zoo had surgery today after it was discovered that he had polyps in his nasal passages. Our reporter Linda Mnisi gives us more details.
It's the first of its kind and has been described as a story of a hope in a time of despair. Makokou is a 35-year-old Western lowland gorilla and is currently undergoing surgery right now. As you can see behind me, surgeons are in the thick of things, making sure that that surgery is, of course, successfully arrived in South Africa when he was about 19 years old. And as you can see today, he's undergoing surgery to remove, of course, polyps. That is what it's called. It's after he developed severe sinuses. And we'll get a sense really of how this procedure is done and what goes into it. I've got with me Catherine, who'll give us a sense really of how things are going. Catherine, this you say is a first of its kind here in South Africa. Just explain to us, the importance of this and how it came about.
Well, Makokou started developing a chronic sinusitis about 6 months ago. And we obviously, first of all, knocked him down for a health check to determine what the problem is. We obviously found he had polyps in his nasal passages and sinuses. So the next step was to just establish how bad it is, where it is, which happened 2 weeks ago when we flew him by helicopter to Johannesburg, where he underwent a CT scan, and that enabled us to look at the extent of what we're looking at. And as a result of that, we've now scheduled the surgery with all the specialists, and the idea is to go in and to remove the build-up in his sinuses.
What makes the surgery so important? I mean, how does it contribute to conservation in the country?
Well, do you know what we do, at the zoo is that obviously, we're conservation based. It's about, educating people. It's about breeding. It's about obviously looking after all of our animals. So each and every animal that we have at the zoo, we have to obviously keep them as healthy as they possibly can be. And so, obviously, Makokou, he's a magnificent, animal. They are highly endangered. But it's about looking after them properly and giving them the best possible care that they can. And that's obviously what we do at the zoo.
There you have it. Thank you so much. That Johannesburg Zoo's Catherine explaining to us the importance really of the surgery that's currently underway. She does mention that they are indeed an endangered species, and really taking care of them really contributes to conservation and the amount of time that we spend with them as, of course, the human species. That surgery, as you can see, is still currently underway. We're told it takes about 2 hours to complete. So all of those things are in place and continue at this point. For News from Africa on Channel 405, I'm Linda Mnisi in Johannesburg.